do that many miles. Anywho, I wanted to talk about this earlier on, but I completely forgot, so I'll just do it now. I noticed at the end of our street there's another van, and it's got a load of crap in the back, and they are literally everywhere. Caged vans with just basically household rubbish, mattresses, that type of stuff. And the thing is, in the Daily Mail, I am constantly reading about fly tipping or illegal tips, and I just wondered, where do you get rid of all your waste? I know I won't get an answer, but it would be interesting, because we're doing a job today, and I don't know how much they normally are charged for this job, because I never asked. But the guy who normally does this job, he's just stopped doing it for whatever reason, and probably because he can't afford to keep it going, who knows. But I don't know what they do with their waste. Now, when I quoted the job, I said, right, it's going to be X amount for the day, I'll just do a simple day rate, and we'll just do as much as we can, because it's a big job. We'll do as much as we can, and we'll just play it by ear. We'll do a couple of days, and then if we need more time, we'll just do more time. And she was happy with that. She knows it's a monster of a job. And I said, regarding the waste, we'll just shred it under the hedge, because that makes sense. And the thing is, it's not fly tipping, it's actually reusing the waste, it's constituting the waste. It just makes sense to do that. The shredder, I've always had a shredder for many years, and even if I didn't have a shredder, I used to use my mower. And the reason is because if you can do that, if you can shred it in any form, it just makes more sense. The only waste we have to take away without processing is soil waste, if we're doing weeding and stuff like that. But again, it's not fly tipping, it's reusing the waste. We have places where we can reuse that waste. At the depot, we're filling in holes at the depot, and to be honest, I generally don't charge for waste, but I know guys who don't have a shredder and who have dumpy bags, and they fill their dumpy bags. There's a chap I know in Tamworth who knows a guy who he can dump his waste on their property, and the thing is, unless they have I don't know what it's called, not a waste disposal licence, a tip licence, a licensed waste management, whatever, a licence to do that on their property, it is actually illegal. I think if it's a property where you're just getting rid of your own waste, like if you're doing gardening on your own garden, you're just getting rid of it in your own garden, that's different. I do have a property where they have a bonfire every now and again, and I can get rid of waste on there. I don't do that because they don't have a licence to do that, but it's their waste I'm tipping on the bonfire, so it's not an issue. So it's something to bear in mind, because the thing is, there are a lot of these illegal tips, and they are huge, absolutely huge, and this is on somebody's doorstep. I've been to properties where I've done some gardening, and they says, oh, can you dig over my garden? I've started digging over it, and I said, because it's an old house, I said, I think I may have found some old foundations. And we inspected, and I said, this is builder's rubble. It was a previous owner, a builder, and basically what has happened is they've dug up their own garden, a massive hole obviously, and just literally buried a load of rubble under there. And when I say a load, I mean a lot. And the thing is, yeah, they turfed it, which was ideal, because there was nothing you could do. It was literally half a foot of topsoil, just rubble. And you see it on new builds. It's where they get rid of all their waste. They just bury it. But it's worth thinking about when you're doing this job, as to, right, where am I going to get rid of the waste? For me, it was a case of I had no way of getting rid of the waste. It's just impossible. A lot of the times, if it's like grass and stuff like that, I use the customer's bin. It's their waste, they can get rid of it, and sometimes it'll go in the next customer's bin. I don't always. Right, how am I going to do this? I'm going to literally just have to pull on the side of the road, because Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not going to be able to. I don't know whether I can bump the trailer up there, so I'm going to wait for all the cars to go, and then I'm going to see if the trailer will go up there carefully. I need to be on the path. So I'm waiting for all the traffic to go because I've got the trailer on the van and I'm about to bump up a path, and in theory it shouldn't tip, but if the trailer does, oh, for fuck's sake, it's just like traffic after traffic after traffic. I hate this road, I really do. The thing is, if a car comes past and trailer tips on the car, yeah. Because what they do is they have a tendency to drive extremely close to the vehicle, to the van. Oh no, I've got to watch the stuck on the grass. Oh, we're on. Yeah. I'm going to have to be on the path. There's no way I can go on the thing. I'm going to have to block the path. No, there's nowhere to. I know, there's nowhere to do. Right, so you saw the hedge we're doing. We're doing all this hedge along here, top, sides, and back. What we can get to. She's mainly interested in the top and sides at the moment, and then once we've done that, we'll reassess. It is a big job, so we'll see how we get on. Right, let's get going. I'll see you in another life, brother.